When our family moved from Maryland to Texas in 2014, we knew that we were going to have to build new relationships within a new community. What we didn't know is that God was going to stretch us in ways that we couldn't imagine. As we began volunteering with an organization that provided temporary and voluntary care for children while their parents were in crisis, we saw that so many of these parents were lacking the support of family and community. During my battle with stage 3 ovarian cancer and my time as a single mom, the support of my family and community is one of the things that kept us going. They listened, equipped, supported, and encouraged us through every step of our trials and struggle. So in 2016, our family and a few other friends set out with a big dream and some crazy love and decided to start Grace Like Rain. Our heart was to provide a helping hand to moms and dads facing crisis and homelessness. We started by equipping coaches to build relationships with families that were struggling, to step out of their comfort zone and love families that were facing or had faced indescribable setbacks and pain. We listened to the families that needed our help and began to see some of the major areas of need in their lives. We encouraged both families and volunteers to continue to build relationships with each other and God. Over time, we saw the extreme need for affordable housing, reliable transportation, and quality and affordable childcare. Grace Like Rain established strategies and plans to address these 3 areas. Grace Like Rain has also built strong relationships with churches and partnering nonprofits within the community to ensure that our families have access to the best possible resources. Grace Like Rain desires to see families' lives transformed by breaking the cycle of poverty and homelessness. We want to demonstrate the healing power of Christ's love through relationships and resources. We simply seek to love God and love people the way that Jesus loves us. We currently do that through our case management services, a 1 to 2 year program where the families meet with a case manager and a coach on a consistent basis, establishing and working towards holistic goals. The families attend life skills classes, community groups, and most of all, build strong, supportive relationships with their coaches and each other. The Love First community is the future of Grace Like Rain. This year, 2019, we were gifted 16 acres of land off of McKinney Street in Denton, Texas. The plan is to build around 50 2 to 4 bedroom homes, and it will be a place where families that are struggling and in crisis can come and find rest, peace, relationships, resources, and community. We believe that providing not only affordable housing, but the combination of our case management services and a strong supportive community with childcare and other resources, the families will be given every opportunity to break the cycle of poverty and homelessness. My family and I are grateful for the relationships and the community that has formed. And most of all, we are thankful for the way that God has stretched and grown our faith through Grace Like Rain.
Before Grace Like Rain, I just didn't think people cared. Back in 2018, found myself homeless and in the midst of a divorce. Literally I had nothing. Having a place to sleep at night, having a place to live, food, transportation. I was at hotels. I was at one of those extended stay hotels. And that can only take you so far. Me and the kids had went to an event that Grace Like Rain had a booth set up at. It was for, I think, back to school. And I stopped to find out what Grace Like Rain was, and was talking to McKaylin, and she listened to my story, and I told her I didn't know what to do, so she had me give her a call and then come into the office. And from that point on, I knew there was hope then. Grace Like Rain, they've helped me with my rent, with getting a place. They've helped me with clothes. They've helped me with getting my children back. They've helped me with transportation, getting a vehicle. Every part of my life they have helped me with. The way that everybody pulls together, the way that everybody supports each other. There's no judgment. You know, when we sit around and we've talked about our past, we've all made mistakes. But we have to grow from that. But so many times if you talk to a lot of people, they look at you and they judge you. And in Grace Like Rain, I've never had that feeling. And that is a peaceful feeling to know that you can go in there. People may know your history or whatever, and they love you anyway. Just being a part of a loving, caring environment is just uplifting. I've never felt alone with Grace Like Rain. Grace Like Rain has impacted my family in so many ways. With my kids being able to open up to other people, to being able to trust others. You know, before Grace Like Rain, I didn't trust people. And through this whole process, there's been a lot of care.
Hi, my name is Felicia. I work with Grace Like Rain as a community case manager. I focus on developing life skills. I want to talk to you about an awesome opportunity for those who are financially spirited individuals who also want to help families who are in need. This opportunity is for you. This year, we are rolling out a financial program. It is called Faith in Finances. Faith in Finances is a curriculum that was developed by the Chalmers Institute. Families will be able to focus on 4 core principles. Core number 1 is laying a foundation for financial literacy. Core number 2 is setting goals and building a budget. Core number 3 is integrating sound practices. And last but not least, core 4 is protecting assets and considering net worth. If you want to get involved and feel passionate about financial literacy, there are a couple ways that you can get involved. Our goal is to eliminate all barriers that our families may come in contact with that evening. Childcare is going to be one of those. Also providing or serving a meal. And then we are in need of financial coaches, someone who can walk alongside of our families as they walk towards a whole new life. For more information, please email me at the email below.
Why does God allow storms in our lives? My family and I have suffered, cried, worried, stressed, lost, and just felt all in all defeated by life. In the midst of our pain, we found Grace Like Rain. Grace Like Rain is a Christian-based organization that helps the community in need. The presence of this community changed our lives forever. This is our story. My family and I have recently suffered from homelessness, death, destruction, and utter hopelessness. This was a very dark and scary time for us. We constantly fought, cried, worried, and feared what was to come. That was till we met Grace Like Rain. Feeling hopeless and alone, I searched desperately for help. I walked into the Salvation Army and was introduced to the Grace Like Rain program. Grace Like Rain was the light we needed to find our way through the darkness. We've received guidance, support, stability, community, love, but most importantly, we found our faith in God and humanity again. The help poured out from Grace Like Rain community seemed unreal. For example, we've been helped with housing, our first Christmas at home, our wedding, which we never thought we would ever have. It was truly a dream come true. And we've even been helped with a stable and reliable vehicle. There's so much more that they've done for us and for my family and I. The list goes on and on.
In Romans 8:28 it says, God promises to make something good out of the storm that brings devastation into your life. And that's what Grace Like Rain did. It got us out of the storm that we needed to get out of. When nobody else would help, Grace Like Rain was there. When you walk out of the storm, you won't be the same person when you walked in. And that's what the storm is all about. Thank you, Grace Like Rain.